probably are, to be honest. Although there will be a lot of action at the beginning of this game, though. So
for sure.
maybe that might change things up. Obviously, straight into Secret Tunnel, straight trying to find these Fireflies for each other. In they go, straight into the action. Kakaishi gets a whole bunch of damage down onto Uran. They mech up, but Uran has already lost so much HP in the time to mech up. Peak is trying to do his best on the mech here, just getting some damage down. But Uran, over the shoulder, Kakaishi goes. Kakaishi just trying to break away. Has had to switch out weapon. Peak, low HP, is going to be going down in the middle of this. And that's actually going to be XEG, who's managed to turn this fight back around onto Balder. Uran on the run away from Kakaishi. Kakaishi trying to land last couple of cannon shots as Uran goes down. And that is XEG quite comfortably taking this fight and taking over this area. Now we cut over to JL and TE going toe-to-toe already. We are to see a whole burst of damage coming in. TE just have total control over this one. JL are melted by TE.
Unfortunate early game again for JL. They face up against a powerhouse team like TE, especially on the Sand Siphon comp. Not even needing to invest their ultimates there, though. They just run over JL. JL has actually managed to climb up into that 12th place position. So they have passed that threshold. They've passed 5-2-1. They passed GG. They passed TE, Fun Plus Phoenix. But we haven't seen too much come out from them. They did pick up 3 kills at the start, so it did look like they might have been third-partied into that fight there. So hopefully we can see some more stuff coming out from them later on. As we're flipping over now, Bamboo Esports fighting against J-Team. It looks like they're just going to be taking a bit of a range battle to start things off. Sending some warning shots. J-Team is over there. Almost full ultimate on Ice, and then we've got a half on their Yodohime there, as it looks like they might get sandwiched, and running into WBG here could be a very risky play for them if they're going to try and engage onto a fight. This could get dangerous. Oh my goodness. BBE coming in, Ice losing almost all of his armor, and that F3 from the Viper just dealing so much damage. We're going to see the Tessa Charm coming out as J-Team's Ice trying to make something happen with the Justina ultimate. Is going to end up getting stunned here, is getting protected, but is going to go down pretty quickly here. Oh my goodness, dashes out of the way. They do have that Bane's Breath to their name, so he is going to just try and dash out of there as fast as possible. 3 dashes left, 1 sliver of HP. The players did manage to just not find him there, as he comes back into this fight with 3 full dashes, is going to end up reviving his teammate, as J-Team's Lee is going to end up peeling for him. WBG on the outskirts, not wanting to take the fight inside the Bane's Breath, and the Bane just absolutely saving J-Team from certain doom.
Yeah, nice cancelling the ultimate there, so 47% on the ultimate left. I think that was a pretty smart decision coming in from the side of Ice there. J-Team using that Bane's Breath. A pretty strong advantage. They're able to pull this one off, as we are now seeing EWG, one of their members caught out by the tether. They're going to get charmed up. Does get a knockback and looks to break away. Losing a lot of HP, though, to 521. And 521 today has not been their day. They've had a pretty rough go of it, unfortunately. Getting caught out time and time again. They are looking to see if they can at least get this one kill under their belt. Meanwhile, on the bottom end of the screen, J-Team have re-engaged onto BBE and have been able to take out 2 players of BBE early. So there goes BBE, all 3 players down. So they will just go for a revive off the back of that one. But this fight, very extended here. EWG coming back around. Pampy catching out on to the player of EWG as down they go. Lovely little pick up there from 521. Pretty safe fight as well. They don't really lose or use much to get it. They just pick up a bunch of kills, or a kill.
Yeah, perfect use of the jumping LMB there to just keep him up in the air and keep him stunned, locked down, able to come away with the kill. Very clean, very nice kill, as we're going to see doing a little bit of shopping, buying some hammers to switch things over. The congeneric swapping, a new thing that's been added. It's been in the game for a while now, I guess you could say. But we do have these weapons that are similar to each other. They have a congeneric opposite. So you have the hung sword and the katana. They're very similar styles of weapon. They have a very similar kit, I guess you could say, for their moves, how they work, their animation styles. You have the pole sword and the great sword that are both like a heavy sword style of weapon. You've got the dagger and the fan. You've got the staff and the spear. And you can go to these shops around the map in these rift dealers, and you can buy a hammer to switch your weapon over to the other congeneric. And so let's say you have soul jades for dual halberds. but you have dual blades, you can go to the shop and then switch them over to dual halberds instead of having to find another set of halberds that are the same rarity.
Yeah, it's really, really nice actually being able to do that now. What's the other one? Oh, halberds and dual swords. Yeah, you already mentioned that. Completely had a brain fart on that one. Dongjing keeping his pressure up here onto BBE. Remember, BBE are fresh off a revive here, so if they lose this fight, that's them out of the game, and they've just had an amazing start to the day. Do not want to, well, amazing start to the day, amazing 2 games. They do not want to be giving up a potential first place this quickly. Fat Milk finds himself in some serious danger. Dongjin putting so much work in. Out they zip to safety. Going to be able to pick up their teammate and break away, but FBX are hot on the heels. They've seen where BBE are, and BBE trying to make a breakaway. Ivan, did he just tuck underneath the riverbed there to break away? Oh, he got away with it.
Broke Dongjing's ankles. Oh my goodness.
That was insane, but you got away with that one. Fat Milk, though, still trying to get away from Dongjing. Dongjing has caught out onto Fat Milk. Fat Milk trying to break away, unable to really put much distance between him and Dongjing. As there he goes, shields up with the shield, with the sword, tries to get the old switcheroo onto Dongjing, and down he goes. FPX, ruthless and relentless. Ivan, the only standing player. Honestly, that tuck under the riverbed was so clutch by him. And now he has to find the money to get his team back. I don't know if he can, to be honest.
Such an unfortunate respawn. They spawned in. They thought they were alone. Fun plus Phoenix just ran up on them. It's a little bit of a misplay there. They could have just scouted out the location a little bit more. They did have the time to just wait a second before they respawned. So we are going to see DRG picking up a kill here onto Pampy. They are going to get the port out, and we are seeing a similar situation. The port, the res, the heal, and the peel. Ooh, it rhymes as we're going to take a look. DRG's WFZ going to get a huge parry off, but the Tessa F is going to end up helping and saving the day. 521 Zien is going to be able to peel, but Pampy, oh my goodness.
Word.
The Tessa charm comes out, and DRG's WX98, Wushin 98, with the overhaul double charge on the dual halberds, just absolutely decimating the health bar of all of these DRG players. Coming back around now, it's going to be JDG trying to third party onto WFZ. We're going to see these ults getting invested now. It is going to be a mirror matchup for the comps. JDG now ran very low, but we're going to see this health getting brought back here. ZTI in the storm is going to take damage. Full armor from the Karumi heal, but very little health. So we are going to see WFZ pick up the kill, and they are turning this fight back around now. And DRG able to sustain the third party here, and just now fighting against JDG's Kiki, getting caught in the wind wisp. This is a 2v1 situation. Going to try and go for the overhold, but blasting him away. And that poison splash might actually be pretty lethal here, as Zai taking a lot of damage. And another third party. Oh my goodness. 5-2-1 back in the mix. DRG just getting absolutely slammed, and 5-2-1 are just ready to come back, and this is their second time they've ran this back, and it looks like they are going to be successful with this one here, because DRG are on such a bad footing right now, as they were caught in 2 fights, caught between a lot of different places, as WFZ is just going to try and run away. Looks like he might try and go for Yang as a solo.
I mean, it gives him the rebirth, here, I guess.
Yeah,
that's like the only thing I can think of, but man, DRG, honestly, 5-2-1, normally at their deficit will salty run back. That was the only time I think I've seen a salty run back fully work. Now, can he pull a miracle off? I don't think he can. He's lost a lot of HP already. Down he goes.
Doesn't even have ult. There's no way.
They get the freest realm of Yang. Now moving over to J-Team, who've been having an absolute corker of a game. Going up versus Bowder, fresh off a 0 win. Bowder are going to be looking to prove something here. Ice goes frozen, trying to get himself into safety. Pops the ultimate. Rioran on that run away. We are going to see the Karumi ultimate has been popped. Yoran trying to jump in. Can they keep this pressure up? Knocking back, the freeze comes down. Peak goes down. J-Team keeping that pressure on. They just have the man advantage. They have the power advantage. And this is going to be the end of Bowder's time inside this run with Yang. Jinx caught out by the grapple. Slammed down by the Yue Shen. And J-Team take themselves the win inside this run with Yang.
Ice is pretty cold with those freezes. Hey, God, my goodness. As we see him come through, absolutely phenomenal Justina play here. As we're flipping over, XCG's Kakaishi with a huge parry. Gonna try going into the dagger Soul Jade here, as we are going to see Kakashi going into that ultimate as well. We are going to see him flip from the dagger into the Yodo ult is not going to deal too much damage. Not a very useful ult there, as we saw him flipping into the mech. Was able to use a little bit of peel, but didn't capitalize too much on the damage. Now trying to focus onto TE's LYD, lowest on the battlefield here, and boom! Sniper shots from the cannon, able to deal so much damage with that turret on the Faria mech here. TE's Leo now getting stunned, locked out of his Merciless Havoc, and we are going to see them just putting so much pressure on the TE right now. XCG really stepping it up in this game here, as NiHQ taking a lot of damage now. Could be dangerous. NiHQ is going to go down. We are going to see the Dreadful Whale come out again, and this Jade is just so powerful, man. XCG's Kakashi trying to make something happen again onto TE's Han, and he is able to hit the Dreadful Whale again and again. Oh my goodness. The parry timing is just not in TE's Leo's favor. He was not able to pick up a parry onto the Dreadful Whale. And as soon as you miss the parry on it, you're open to all of those shots and all of the follow-ups from the teammates attacking. NiHQ is also going to be able to get revived because they did have that Vermilion's Bird by Might buff. So they are back at full strength, and they just picked themselves up a whole bunch of kills. Ladies and gentlemen, Bauda respawning with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left to get themselves a Soul Bloom Essence, as they did just get ran through by J-Team in the Rumble Yang.
Yeah, looks like they are going to be able to find out onto 2-Tick from JDG on his lonesome. He is going to try and buy some space away, but there's a nice little parry onto Jing, making a break for it here. 2-Tick trying to see if he can force Bowder off. I don't think he's going to be able to do that. So one player cleansed. Unfortunately, that is going to be, I believe, the end of JDG's run. I know they've got one player left. As we are now cutting over to WBG, who are currently escaping a fight versus J-Team. J-Team are not happy about that, so they're going to keep the pressure up onto WBG and see if they can find themselves the kill. Fat Milk somehow finds the rebirth charms and is able to pick up his teammates. So from what was a bad start there for BBE, is able to get at least one player back. That is going to be his Tessa. Is still missing the Viper, sorry. As EWG coming in for this third party onto WBG, catching a whole bunch of damage. J-Team joining in. Ice, I don't know how close they are to ultimate, but this would be the perfect lineup to get the freezing down. Doesn't even seem like it's necessary because 9 gets a heal off, but he's losing so much HP. J-Team relentless with the damage. 9 goes down, able to secure the kill. The Golden Katana doing so much work here. Oh, that's the Hong Sword again. I always get it muddled up. Able to do so much work with that item, and is just going to head up back to the top of the tree. Squirrel mode activated.
And the katana's become pretty obsolete in Naraka with the introduction of the Hung Sword. The movement is just so much better. The neutral is just there's so many more things that you can do with the Hung Sword, especially like the change ups you can do in solos with the switching the rhythm of your combos. And the way that you can charge a blue and then fake it, dash away, and then go into a white attack or a light attack, it's a very confusing weapon for lots of these players who are trying to fight against it. Super unpredictable and very hard to fight on reaction. So having a Hung Sword, especially with the Aurora Burst Jade, it just is so much better than the katana with the Katana Gold Jade, because you don't get that gold focus when you're finishing the 2.0 charge from the katana.
Yeah, absolutely. Having a look at the Realm of Yangs, everything's in the south. The Mora's Blessing, all the Realm of Yang portals, like, you need to be south if you want to get some gear. WBG kind of stuck on their lonesome, actually. Balge away from the rest of their team. This is a little bit rough on that front for them. Does look like they are going to be rejoining fairly soon. XCG didn't actually want to hang around and fight WBG. They decided they'd much rather head towards where the action is, towards where all the gear is. And we have 15 minutes left in this game and only 24 players. This game has moved incredibly quick. We thought this would be like a bit more of a chill mid-game. We were wrong.
We were
incredibly wrong. What we didn't realize was J-Team are one of those teams who, when they do find their like momentum, they will just pressure constantly. Now, looks like J-Team actually losing a little bit of HP here. There's going to be the freeze on Sleepwalker. Sleepwalker is donezo at this point, just trying to do a little bit of last minute desperation damage onto J Team, but not able to make the connection happen. And there it is, the last member of WBG. Can they buy a rebirth charm? No, they did not. They did have the money actually, but they're not going to do it. And I guess the shop didn't have any.
Yeah, the rebirth charms do sell out. They don't have an unlimited stock of them, and it looks like Pampy, Yin, and Unique are going to get a free Realm of Yang here, giving them a free gold weapon and a buff. You guys know the drill, ladies and gentlemen, but if you are new here, the Realm of Yang, you fight in a 3v3 battle in trios, a 1v1 battle in solos. If you win, you get a box with a bunch of cool stuff. If you lose, you got 4 minutes to get a kill. 5-2-1 Yin with the purple pistol in hand, gonna hit the bell, see if there's anybody around them. They did get the Draco Storm, as it was the free buff that they got from the Morris blessing in the Realm of Yang. We did hear a ballista shot in the distance there, so somebody is going to be camping that ballista that is nearby to this area. And it looks like we are going to see a fight start up pretty quickly here. Jing using that ultimate to get away and try and peel from the Tessa charm. We are going to see him still ending up getting caught. Ivan using that charged attack and then the parry coming through. Oh my goodness. Fat Milk with the parry, the jumping LMB into the charged RMB. Just absolutely crazy. Great work, great skill. In and out, clean kill.
It's nice little pickups there for the side of BBE as well, because they need to get as much money together as possible and then find a shop which has a rebirth charm in it if they want to get their Viper back, because right now 13 minutes left in the game. They are 2 players in this trios, and without your Viper, especially even if they do bring the Viper back, it's going to be, you know, grey armor, grey weapons. It's going to be pretty rough here for the side of BBE. They got a lot of work to do if they want to try and find the win here. Those 2 kills are going to do them some good. Bowder getting 2 kills as well, but the difference, well, the thing about Bowder is they've also got 2 players down, so it's just the one for Bowder. So it'll be a hard press game here for them. This DRG hunting around with the Draco Storm themselves to try and find some kills, to find anybody they can take out. Some points on the board with this buff, but no, there is going to be too many. They've kind of killed everyone already. 10 kills onto Bowder, 10 kills onto J Team, 7 onto TE. A couple of teams are just really in control of this game. 7 onto XCG as well. This is very much a game where those teams who have kind of snowballed their lead and picked up loads of gear, they are really unstoppable right now. Forces of nature to deal with.
I don't think there's anything natural about that. They're some powerful forces, but nature is definitely not one of them. This is unnatural, the way that they are able to come through and just work their way into getting the. They're a well-oiled machine, just working in as a cohesive unit to strike down and just infiltrate and destroy all of these other teams that are trying to do the exact same thing, but they're just not able to pull it off. DRG's WFC is going to end up going into the circle a little bit here. He does have that health regen from the Draco Storm, so he isn't going to be taking too much damage in the storm, hence the name Draco Storm. It looks like J-Team here, they have picked up the Valiant challenge to try and get themselves a little bit more money if they do survive the 3 minutes and 36 seconds left on the challenge, which gives them a mini version of the Mystic Might buff, but only the UAV set part, not the other aspects of the buff. But if they do survive, they will get 7,500 credits, which will give them a lot of money to be able to go shopping and get some more soul jades, scale their loot a little bit better, and give them a better advantage in the game. JL, 3 kills on the board so far. They did have a very unfortunate early game. They picked up the first 3 kills, got third party by TE right away, ended up going down. But they're looking pretty scaled right now. They haven't spent most of their time trying to gain back their footing. They've just been scaling their loot, biding their time, and they're going to try and finish strong in this end game. And hopefully they're going to be able to do just that, because you know when they shine in the end game, they really take over the game, and it's super fun to watch here. As we're going to see J-Team, they have picked up the scent of Baudaz Yiran. The last player alive on this team is going to try and just run away as fast as possible. Does not want any smoke or action right now. We did see Yiran clutch a 3v1 before, but the huge assist from the Storm from Baldaziran there. So we're going to see him getting grappled on by J-Team's lead. The ultimate is going to come out. The F3, the F ability from J-Team's lead. The Phoenix Blast coming out too. Oh my goodness. They're going to see the Furin coming out. J-Team's lead taking a lot of damage now. And oh my goodness.
You're right.
You going to be able to clutch this up? The third party's coming in as well. J-Team in shambles right now. This could be a very difficult here. Yiran getting hit by the demo. Oh my goodness. JL's TXJ picking up the kill. Demolition rounds here is going to be very unfortunate for them. DRG now joining into the mix. It's a whole party, ladies and gentlemen, as JL's TXJ needs to get out of there and join the rest of their team before they get into any real trouble. J-Team almost got into a lot of trouble. They almost got 1v3'd by Baldaziran. It would have been the second 1v3 that would have happened. I really wish they would have let that fight play out and nobody would have third-partied. But that's not Naraka if there's no third parties. Am I right?
I mean, it's how the game's played, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, like the teams who master the third party are typically the teams who do really, really well. JL, I mean, they've got the variant challenge on themselves, and they are also thinking about jumping onto that Mora's Blessing. Not sure the smartest idea in the world, but they are going to go for it. And actually, there's the Yoto F to make sure no one can really interrupt them, and they are going to get this. So golden armor goes onto TXJ. I think there was a golden repeating crossbow in there as well. Don't know what the soul jades are, unfortunately. I can only read one language, so I'm not much use there. But we're able to grab himself a couple of the golden soul jades, and XCG chilling in the distance. I believe J-Team have now cashed in on their variant challenges. JL shouldn't be too far behind them on that one as well. The question is are they going to be able to find a shot to go roll soul jades on now? Because 8 minutes left, zone's pretty small at this point. So eyes on if J-Team can do that.
There used to be a trick that you could learn. If you memorize the characters for each one of the weapons names, the gold soul jades had the weapon name in them in Chinese.
That's
so
very cool.
Recognize, that's what I did, as I recognized the weapon name and I was able to know which soul jade. But they since taken out the weapon names from the soul jade names, so unfortunately we can't use that trick anymore, as WBG's Baiji taking so much damage and J-Team Lee able to pick up the kill here. J-Team a force to be reckoned with. As you see, he's got the Aurora Burst and the Gold Hang Sword. That's going to be and Rampage. They are scaled right now. They came in, they picked up one kill, and they just backed right off. They are surgical right now. Precise movements, doing everything. Very, very skilled and calculated attacks right now. They're not going in, they're not overheating, they're not going to try and pick up 3 or 4 kills. They know they're not going to get a squad wipe in this climate of how the game is being played right now, because everybody is looking to pick up these third-party kills. You go in, you get one, you back off, you heal up. And they did a perfect job of that. They might try and catch on to another person. Ballista now coming into play here, taking a lot of damage onto WFC. He does have that Phoenix Blast in hand too. We are going to see them port out. It looks like they are getting on to the top of this tree here. Now scaling over the other side, hiding in the invisible bush. They do not want to engage too quickly right now. They want to keep their placement points till the end. They only have 2 players on the board, and they only have 2 kills. So the longer they stay in this is the better it is for them, as J-Team scaling the opposite side, trying to come in. Oh my goodness, BB's Ivan is going to go down to DRG's Lucian 98, and it looks like J-Team's ready to start engaging again here as they see 5-2-1 scaling in. They are going to back off and just kind of throw it to the other side, as oh my goodness, Lee getting dangerously low, forced to ult early here. This could be a decent misplay, as TE was able to sneak up from behind them and deal tons of range damage. They're now going to try and capitalize on these ults here, and they're able to do it! Oh my goodness! J-Team's Ice coming in with the crazy freeze and another one here, able to pick up 2 kills. They said, you hurt my Lee, we're going to just absolutely demolish you. 2 ults invested, and I thought it was a mistake at first. They used it to recover, and TE just got flipped right on their heads, able to get a full reset too here. They're going to try and regain some rage, get into a little bit of a range battle, but they're getting sandwiched between a lot of teams. Kakashi forced to use that Feria ultimate pretty early here as well. We are going to see J-Team's Ice taking a little bit of damage, and that Bane's Breath, the late game Bane's Breath that has been added to the game this season, has been very difficult for them. J-Team's Ice now trying to dodge these cannon shots from Kakashi. This is going to be dangerous from there. They're going to have to scale that other side, or they're going to have to run into 5-2-1, and they're going to send the ultimate out. ZE goes down, the stun comes out, and oh my goodness, that's going to be it for J-Team here. Oh, Ice on the freeze, but yeah, this is going to be it for them as Lee goes down and Ice goes down. They've got 13 kills, so they are still going to have a pretty decent standing in the game, but unfortunate, they got backed into a rock. The other way was a hard place. They had nowhere to go, and they went to heaven instead.
Yeah, you see DRG with the swarm here, actually able to apply a fair amount of control here. 5-2-1. 5 kills under their belt. It feels like they should have more. They've been very aggressive this game. Only 5 kills is a little bit of a disappointing scoreline as in comes the damage. Leo goes down to Wuxin. 98 is there able to secure the kill onto him with a repeating crossbow in the middle of all of that action. DRG in control of the area. We see a mech up coming in from TXJ. 12 players and only 4 teams left. This has gotten very, very tight very quickly already, and 5-2-1 immediately taking a whole bunch of fire. They're going to teleport in, but it's not the right place. TXJ lines up the shot perfectly, and now DRG, they're the ones under fire. Yin takes a cannon shot to the head, trying to dodge away, is able to avoid onto this one, but DRG are just going to be gifted the kill instead. TXJ doesn't have much longer left on that mech. Same for Kakashi, he mechs up around the same time. Pampy losing their life to XCG there with the musket shot coming in from Nai HQ, and suddenly there were only 3 teams left and only 9 players left. It is a 3 versus 3 versus 3 to round this one out. Now DRG, WFZ, there you go, got himself the swarm out, just trying to get a bit of poke off. Pops the ultimate. He's going to look to come in for the pressure. Kakashi, low HP. It's not going to take much to finish him off. He's going down. That's going to be the kill for Wuxin. Keeping the pressure now up onto the rest of the players. DRG, though, losing a lot of HP. Nai HQ is just putting the pressure, putting the damage down. They're going to have the Kurumi shield ult coming out to make sure that they heal up, recover that HP back, and then jump straight back into JL's business. That's going to be a whole bunch of damage, though, done to their Takeda. He's still got 2 chances left on the ultimate, but he's being bopped around a lot here. Doesn't even get all the charges of his ultimate off before it times out. Nai HQ somehow slides in. They get the pickup, but immediately he's going to get Kakashi into the mech to safety. Kakashi somehow gets away with his life, but JL are able to secure the kill. That's another one for them. Picked up 8 so far. Keeping the pressure up onto Nai HQ. It's down he goes. JL secure themselves yet another kill. Only 1 more team. Sorry, only 2 more teams left. But they have got the man advantage. JL have the power here. They have the men to take these fights. Wuxin, 98, trying to break away from TXJ. Caught out by the grapple. The pressure's coming down. He's got so much work he can do with that staff. Gonna throw the ultimate up and try and get a little bit of additional damage down. Jiaonan just breaking and dodging away. He's almost going to get hit up by these last couple of slices, but he dodges them all. Not going to be able to dodge the pistol shot there. JL are the last team standing.